Coldwater Revenge is an atmospheric mystery thriller. Takes place during a 10-day period in the fall of 2002, months after the attack on the World Trade Center, 9/11. The setting is a small upstate New York town with a centuries-long tradition of live and let live smuggling across the lake it shares with French Quebec. Murder suspects in a place turned inward by history and geography are of necessity friends, lovers, and even family. The brother detectives of Coldwater Revenge face difficult moral choices when it appears that the killer may be someone close to them, especially when one brother begins to suspect the other, and the catalyst is an ex-girlfriend they have in common. Briefly, that's what it's about. This is the opening scene. Fall 2002. Billy Pierce was still alive, though neither he nor his killer knew it. The plunge into the icy darkness of Coldwater Lake brought Billy back to consciousness, but not awareness. His body filled the narrow sleeping bag. Cement blocks at his feet ensured that it found bottom and stayed there. Where his face filled the opening at the top of the bag, strobes of sparkling moonlight made prisms of the bubbles that could be his last mortal breath. But Billy didn't think about that. His mind was somewhere else. This had happened to him before, a long time ago, and his mind went back there now. When Billy was 13, he decided to break into a golf course clubhouse on the far side of Wilson Cove to steal liquor that he had heard been left in the basement storeroom over the winter. The temperatures had been unseasonably warm for most of the month, but Billy had decided to chance the walk across the late winter ice rather than risk being spotted along the lake road at an hour when boys his age were presumed to be in school. The frozen surface crackled and popped beneath his feet like a bowl of breakfast cereal. He imagined the party he would have with the liquor he was going to steal. And while he busied himself with a short mental list of who he could invite that wouldn't rat him out, the snap, crackle, pop went whoosh, and he plunged like a clown through a trap door into the freezing lake. In an instant, his heavy winter jacket sponged its weight in brain-numbing ice water. Boots filled like pails, and the whole soggy weight of it dragged him rapidly towards bottom. But Billy didn't panic. His egg-head family may have thought him deficient because of his constant troubles in school and his indifference to books. But Billy was brighter than they knew, and a childhood of disapproval had made him stoic and unflappable. As his body drifted towards bottom, he methodically removed everything that was weighing him down: jacket, boots, shirt, and trousers, everything but underwear. That done, he looked for the halo of light that would mark the spot where his fall had punched a temporary hole in the rotting ice. When he found it, and before his breath could give out, or his mind succumbed to the numbing cold, Billy kicked and clawed his slim, nearly naked body through the hole and onto the ice. Now, on a starless October night a dozen years later, his mind went back to that time where his body knew what to do, and his brain was confident that everything would be all right if he just didn't panic. Inside the sleeping bag, his hands methodically removed a coat that wasn't really there, kicked off a pair of heavy boots that weren't there either, and then lastly slipped off the trousers that were. Then, as his face turned to find a wall of white, where memory told him a patch of brighter white would guide him back to a hole he must find and climb through if he were to survive, he abruptly ceased to remember or to think at all, because this time, Billy Pierce was dead.